What it is, it's your boy DJ Mike. We got my guy Trap the General in the building, Young Sleep, and a very special guest in the building today. Just Brittany, everybody give her a hand. Welcome to Flava City Podcast, baby. We got a lot to talk about today, man. We're going to start off with, I want to just hear a lot about you. I want to know who Just Brittany is.
Just Brittany is an American female singing artist, hip hop and R&B, HIP, POP and R&B. R&B, rhythm and Brittany. I'm a feeling, I'm a vibe. I'm a mood, it's a certain type of mood you gotta be in, to listen to Just Brittany, to be around Just Brittany. That's who I am. So. Most definitely.
Well, we had a prior talk, and I want to touch on a couple of things right now.
Okay.
Relationships. Where is Just Brittany at right now in her relationship life? I want to know that.
Just Brittany it's like the girl that's just in space and whatever she wants, she can get. I'm not tied down to nobody. I'm single. I'm mingling definitely. And, my boyfriend is my music career right now. So he's first. So anybody else going to have to be my side nigga. So at the end of the day, if they can't deal with that, then they can't deal with me.
Easy.
I think that's where Stay Off My Line came from. Is that where that came from?
Exactly. Stay Off My Line came from me and one of my friends. We had got into it outside the studio. She had just picked me up from the airport. And I was actually going in the studio to make a happy song. But we had got into it so bad to where I went in there and I made that song. You killing my vibe, I don't have no time, cause bitches be lying and niggas be trying and dropping their clothes and they drop up a dime and don't have a dime, stay off my line. Like, I was really telling her, like, bitch, don't call me no more.
Straight facts.
Yeah, but it came out of a moment in my life, and a lot of people love it, so.
Most definitely, yeah.
And a lot of people can relate to it too.
Definitely.
I know everybody got somebody who you don't want to call them no more. Like, don't stay on my line. Like, I'm blocking your snap. I'm blocking your friends. I know that they people, so don't you pretend.
Man.
For real.
When I heard, I thought you had a stalker. I'm not gonna lie, she must have had a stalker.
Trying to get rid of in the bushes.
You know what's crazy? I did have a stalker before. Like back in Houston when I used to be at clubs, and I would be somewhere and I wouldn't put a flyer up. This man would just find me wherever I was, like, and it was just so crazy. Like, I literally had to like go get some security and stuff because he would pop up everywhere. And then I seen him on the news for raping somebody or something like that. Like, it was
wow.
It was wild. That's like, deep. For real, it's very deep. I promise. I can't make this up.
They always say you can't judge a book by its cover, so you must have let that one in and didn't read all the way.
Oh, I ain't let nobody in.
Okay.
He was a fan standing on the outside of the gate trying to get in, okay?
Trying to get in, yeah.
Period. But, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes people be trying to make their way in, but nah.
So, give us one of your craziest groupie moments when you, a male group, I'm sure you got male groupies out here.
Most definitely.
Give us one of your craziest male groupie moments that occurred.
Craziest male groupie moment. The craziest male groupie moment. It's crazy because men be bopping harder than females though, for real. Especially when a rapper or something come in town. I remember back in Houston, you know what I'm saying, when rappers come in town, I'm talking about they running to the niggas before a girl can get to the nigga. Oh, this my bro, this bro.
Yeah, I can see it.
Craziest fan moment. Oh my gosh, there's so many. You put me on the spot. Craziest fan moment was when this guy, okay, here you go. So I was performing at a concert. I forget what city I was in, but I was performing and everybody was all crunk and stuff, and I'm shaking people's hands and I'm hugging them. This man shook my hand so hard he broke my nail off my finger.
Damn.
Like, my nail was completely broken in half.
He didn't want to let go.
He didn't want to let go.
He did not want to hold back at all.
He wanted that hand.
Like, I literally put it on Instagram like, oh my gosh, whichever fan, you broke my finger. He was like, and then he commented like, oh, I'm so sorry, Brittany. It was an accident.
He was nervous.
Yeah.
Yes, nigga was like, like, you know what I'm saying? You performing and you like into the beat, going to the beat and stuff. Yeah, so.
The thirst was real.
Yeah, very.
Okay, and he wasn't even thirsty.
And speaking of performances, I saw a performance that you did, and it was astounding. It was the one that you did at the Slut Walk.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Tell me about that, man. It was the energy was real. It was definitely real.
Well, how the whole slut walk thing happened, I was just coming down off a crazy situation, and Amber Rose had reached out to me because, you know, she shared some things with me that had happened with her in her past.
That was big.
And with her relationships that she's never told the world, but when she called me, she told me, and our stories, you know, matched each other. And she was like, Brittany, I want you to perform, you know, for a good cause, whatever. She reached out to me, and she let me perform on the show, and put together the band, and you know, my whole team flew out there, and it was just a great thing. That was one of my best performances that I ever like did, I feel like, to date. Well, I had did some more, but that was more like, it was a vibe, it was a feeling. You know, I had my lawyer out there, Lisa Bloom, she was out there supporting.
Yeah.
My whole team was out there, Wayne was out there, everybody was out there. So yeah, like I feel like as an artist, like that's the type of, you know, shows I like to do. Live band, dancers, crazy, you know, all of that good stuff. Like if you was to see Beyonce, I'm the low key, low budget Beyonce. See, if you can't afford Beyonce,
That's not.
nah, shout out to B though, she the queen.
Most definitely. Well, it seemed like a lot of energy came with that performances. I'm assuming, safe to assume, some connections came with that.
Yeah, it did.
Some big avenues. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good. Well, we'll touch on that a little bit later. What everybody wants to know is love and hip hop scenario.
Mm-hmm.
You look like you would.
I don't know what the question is, so that's why I'm
Okay, y'all keep you on your toes. You see, I'm watching.
I'm on my toes. I got these J's on. I'm on it.
Most definitely. Right. Well, talk to us about the love and hip hop that guest appearance, man. Everybody wants to know, you know, how that kind of came about. You know, what that whole experience was like. You know, talk to us.
Well, Love and Hip Hop, the franchise, have been trying to get me on their show for the last 7 years. I wasn't mentally ready to get on a platform like that. Like, I was still growing as a woman and as a young adult. So I always, like, turned it down every year. So when I ended up moving from Houston, I moved to LA for a little bit. I did the Slut Walk. And one of the ladies from Love and Hip Hop, her name is Amber, she came out there. She seen my performance. And we had a meeting in LA. And then it just moved on from there. They was like, they wanted me on there. And I didn't mind moving to Atlanta. You know, I had hooked up with Stevie at the time. And, you know, I just thought it was a good thing. So, you know, I moved out there and I got on the show. And that's what it was. And I had just got signed. And, you know, it was the moment, the time was right. So.
Most definitely. Well, are we going to see you on another season?
You might. You might not.
Okay.
Stay tuned. You know me, I'm very secretive about everything. Nobody even knew I was going to be on Love and Hip Hop Season 7.
We want the inside scoop here at Flava City Podcast. We want the in the know, since we, you know,
you want the scoop.
We want the scoop. We want all the juicy little, you know, upcoming.
Come to the show tonight. I'm going to tell you the scoop.
Alright. We got my man Chop the General in the building, man.
You know, whole lot of this. OUN, you know, we just trying to stay on top of everything.
Definitely.
You know, we good.
Not trying to stay on top. You are staying on top of everything.
That's right. Yeah. We got Lamar J. Reed performing tonight too, so you know, we just gonna get it on tonight and shit. How we do it.
Most def. There's a few things that I want to touch on, you know, and we're gonna get to it's a serious part of the podcast where I want to really speak to you about some stuff. And I mean, you know, we pay attention to social medias, we see what people talk about, but we want to hear from you. You know, there's a lot of individuals and ladies that go through some of the similar things that you went through, and you know, it's one of those things where you can help somebody out. You know, you can help someone else that's going through a situation and help them overcome. We want to just talk about that because we saw, what was it, the domestic violence survivor, no shade survivor conference.
Right.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about that.
Basically, it was the launch of my foundation, Hear Her Heart, a foundation for all the women who've been silenced by domestic violence.
Definitely.
And here is because I feel like people don't listen. Ear is in here, you know, and heart is the innermost center things to us. So that's why I named it Hear Her Heart, because it's a woman and you need to listen, and a woman is sensitive. And like my producer say, well, lead the heart, reach the heart. So I decided to launch a foundation. At the beginning of it, I was really scared to do it. I was really scared to, you know, come out and do it because of all the slack and everything that I was getting from everybody, you know, through social media. But I ended up did it. So many women have reached out to me and told me like how much I've helped them, and it's like by me, it wasn't even about me going through the situation. I think that God put me in a situation to help other women, because so many women hit me up and was telling me like, oh, I've been in a relationship for 10 years and I'm scared. Oh, this man, he in jail and he done blacked my eye, he done broke my leg, he done did all of these different type of things, and they was like, for you to stand up and be strong and say something about it, like you really encouraged us. So when I did the conference back in Houston, it was 3 days. So the first day, it wasn't that many people there on the first day. It was a Friday, and it was more intimate. And so it was this one lady, you know, when you walk in, everybody look like, oh, okay, she look okay. You know, everybody look good, look. So it was a round table, because it was like 5 or 10 different tables, and there was a guy sitting by her, and I'm like, oh, okay, that must be a husband, whatever, you know, looking like she got it all together. So by the end of the class, she had came up to me, and she was just like, I need to talk to you. And she was just like, you know, I feel like I've been a good mother, and I feel like, you know, I raised my child well, but she was like, my daughter ran away. And so I was like, well, how old is your daughter? She was like, well, my daughter, she's 16 or whatever. She ran away in March. Mind you, it's October. Yeah. And so she just like bust out crying, and she was just saying like, you know, I feel like I feel like a failure and this and that. One of her kids went to the army. One of them is married, and one of them got like a doctor's degree and stuff. But the youngest one, she's just the one that just want to do her own thing. Yeah. So I said, call her. She was like, well, we have one promise. My promise to her and me is she got to answer the phone every time I call. So at that point, I realized that the little girl was still gone. I'm thinking like, okay, maybe she had came back, you know, home, but she was still gone. So she FaceTimed her, and she was like, hi, Mom. So you could tell, like, you know, they had some type of clout in their relationship. Yeah. So I had grabbed the phone, and I was like, hey, Nicole, because her name was Nicole, her mom told me. And I was like, hi, Nicole. And she was like, hi, just Brittany. I was like, come to the event tomorrow. I said, wear a purple shirt. I said, I want to talk to you. So she was like, okay. And I said, yeah, just come with your mom or whatever. She was like, all right, cool. So the next day was Saturday. And this day, like, it was packed. Everybody was in there. So many people was in there. It was even this one lady that was in there that was sitting on side of me. And she came up to me and she was like, Brittany, I want to talk to you. And I was like, you know, what's up? She was like, I didn't like you at first. And I said, you did? She was like, wait, let me finish. And I said, well, she was like, well, I didn't like you at first because of what everybody else was saying about you, and people was hating and this and that. But she was like, after getting to know you and knowing who you are, she was like, you know, I love you, and I hate that I listened to people about what they said about you, because you're nothing like what they say about you or whatever. And she was like, I was a fashion designer at the time, and, you know, I wanted to, you know, wanted you to help me support my stuff or give you some stuff, make some stuff, because I'm always getting clothes from people that give me stuff and I promote it. And mind you, this lady is sitting next to me with a swollen jaw. Mind you, we're at the domestic abuse conference. Right. And so after saying all of that, she was like, I just feel so bad because I'm 47 years old and I'm still going through domestic violence. She said, I just left, you know, my boyfriend like yesterday. This lady sitting next to me telling me all these things. Mouth is like swole. She can barely talk, you know. And I'm just like, you know, it's okay. Like, you know, just get out what you need. She just started crying and stuff. But she was trying to like hide back her tears because she didn't want other people to see. But she was the person that was in the back of the room the whole time. So after I had talked to her, she had felt better about it. So by the end of the class, the little girl, it was time for me and the little girl to talk. Everybody wanted to talk to me, so I waited to the end. So the little girl was basically, I was like, you know, what's up, Nicole? I said, you know, your mama love you. She wants you home. Like, why are you not home? And, you know, it took a little time for me to, like, get inside of her and, like, kind of, like, break her down. Open her up or whatever. Yeah. And so she was just like, I said, so is your mom, your dad, is they doing anything wrong to you at the house? She's like, no. Mind you, this day, her mom and her dad came. The guy that the lady was sitting with on Friday, that wasn't even her husband or nothing. It was somebody else. You know how you just prejudge people when you walk into somewhere? Absolutely. Like, oh, they sitting together. This must be, you know what I'm saying? I'm Absolutely. Guilty of it as well. So we've all done it. Right. So the little girl, she just opened up. And her mom had told me the day before, she was like, my oldest daughter had ran away or whatever. And she was like, now my other daughter ran away. And she was just saying so many things. And she couldn't figure out why her daughter, you know, where was the disconnect at. So when I talked to Nicole, she just broke down. She was just like, my sister got away with it a long time ago and she ran away. And that's why I'm doing it. And I'm just like, yeah, absolutely. You know, and I'm just like, dang, you just never know, you know. It be the smallest little thing, and sometimes we gotta slow down and just kind of look at the details of a situation, look at people's character changes and their patterns and stuff, because a lot of times people ain't gonna tell you how they really feel. You really gotta see it by their character. So me and Nicole was sitting talking, and so her mom was over there. So I was like, Nicole, you need to go home. Like, you know, your mama love you, your daddy love you, all your people love you. They want you back home. And so I called her mama over there, and I said, she got something to tell you. And Nicole, she just broke down crying, and it took her like 10-15 seconds, and she was like, I want to come home. And her mom was just like, you know, you always can come back home. Her mom like hugged me. She was like, thank you, Brittany. And she just started crying. Yeah. And we all up in there just crying. And it's just like, you know, my purpose may be something bigger than, you know, what I'm doing. Like, to bring a child home that's been gone since March, and it's October, and just from a phone call and just from some encouraging words or whatever she might not have been able to talk to her mom about, she was able to talk to me about, because a lot of times you could talk to strangers more than you could talk to your own people.
Right. Absolutely.
So, you know, that's my whole thing. Like, my foundation is very, like, important to me, because there's so many young girls that's out here lost, you know, and they need to be found. Like, they walking around dreaming, they sleep.
Right.
They not woke. They not woke into, you know, what's going on in the real world. They just living day by day. And that's why I think I come in to help these people and these young girls and women, you know, give them courage and encourage them that they can do it. They can stay motivated, you know, and all of that. So
how can they reach out to you, the girls that's going through them things? How can they reach out to you? Where can they find you at? Is it fan mail? I mean, is it Instagram? How can they get in touch with you?
Yeah, they can follow me on Instagram at Hear Her Heart. That's HEARHEART_. And all the information that you need is on that page. And if you can't find it on that page, hit me at Queen Just Brittany on my main page. QUEENJUSTBRITTANY.
Good deal.
Now it's celebration time, because you have an album out right now.
Oh,
hey.
yeah.
Got a project out right
now.
You
got a project out right now.
So, my favorite part, the music.
What's your favorite song on that project that you can you elaborate on that a little bit?
What's crazy is all of them are my favorite songs. I have different moods that I be in when I listen to certain songs. Like, if I'm, you know, in a turned up feeling bossy mood, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna play maybe Secure in the Bag. Or if I feel like people hating on me, I'm gonna play One Thing About It, you know what I'm saying. If I'm on some chill stuff or whatever, I'm gonna probably play, if I'm on some bossy shit, I'm probably play Facts. If your new nigga don't make your old nigga look like a lame nigga, you fucking with the wrong nigga. And if your new bitch don't make your old bitch look like a lame bitch, you're fucking with the wrong bitch. You know what I'm saying? So it's just it's a vibe, you know. I'm not a rapper, it's just subliminal. Like, yeah, I'm not a rapper, but I do rap a lot. So at the end of the day, like, you know, I'm everything. Like, I got my own genre. It's called Just Brittany. That's the genre, Just Brittany. I got my own lane. It's nothing like what nobody else got going on, you know. So, yeah, I have like 5 or 6 projects out. My latest one is I'm Not a Rapper. So I just want, when I come to these different cities, next time I come to Tulsa, when it's time for people to call in, I need to name 3 or 4, 5 Just Brittany songs, okay?
Definitely.
So for the people that don't have your album right now, where can they get it from? What platforms are it on right now?
You guys can stream I'm Not a Rapper on everywhere. Google, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon, Tidal, Apple Music, Google Music.
That's a dope name.
Everywhere.
I'm not a rapper. That's tight.
I'm not a rapper. I'm more of a speaker, a preacher with quotes that hit harder. Shakisha, stop calling my phone, cause don't really need you. I go pick up. I'm just gonna delete it. I'm blocking your snap. I'm blocking your friends. I know that they peep it, so don't you pretend.
I'm putting on the hook right now.
You blacking people, huh?
Man.
You know what? I'm a blockist. Anytime I see anything going crazy on my page or somebody says something crazy, I'll be like, block. I have a long list of block people. And then some people be coming back around and they be like, why I'm blocked? Or they'll tell one of my people in my camp, like, Brittany got me blocked. And they'll come back and say, oh, you know you got this person blocked. And I'm like, well, they had to do something wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then I go back, it'd be like a year ago, 2 years ago. And I'm like, yeah, you had said something, but you forgot what you had said. That's why I block people, so I won't forget what you said. You know what I'm saying? Because if you in the blacklist, you said something crazy. I'm not just going to block you if you supported me.
Yeah, you catalog and archive all
so
those
do you read your Instagram, all your comments, Facebook? Do you sit on there and really read those things?
Sometimes I'm able to read everything, but sometimes I'm not, because it's just too overwhelming.
Yeah.
I try to go back and comment to, my Brittany bangers. I got my real fans that always support me, so I'm always on their page, always supporting them back, I'm a fan of my fans, but if you a hater, you just a hater because it takes a lot of love to hate somebody. Like, you really have to know about somebody to hate them. You know what I'm saying? Hate is just a form of love. It's just in a negative way, but it's still love because a person can hate you and still love you at the same time. And it's kind of crazy because people think that when you talk negative about somebody, it's gonna make people dislike them, but it actually makes people like them. And when you too popular or something, that's what makes people dislike you sometimes. It's really kind of backwards. Like, you talk about people, you think people gonna dislike them and they really like them, but when you get too liked, then people start hating on you. You get it? Absolutely. It's crazy. Absolutely. So I take it anyway, as long as you talk and keep my name in your mouth. Okay?
I just ignore them. I mean, lending energy to negativity does nothing for you. I mean, absolutely nothing. Period. Spend your time focusing in on the positive and progression, man. That's it. That's a life motto for me.
Brittany bangers. I hear it all the time. So what is a Brittany banger? Like, how did you become a Brittany banger?
A Brittany banger is like the ultimate just Brittany fan. Like, they bang for me, they go hard for me. They the people that's been down with me for years or just came on the bandwagon, but they the number one top Brittany fans. If you say name 3 Just Brittany songs, they're gonna name the whole album. They're gonna name albums. They got Just Brittany t-shirts and posters and pictures from a long time ago. Like, you a banger, you bang bang, you banging for Brittany. That's what it is. It's Just Brittany bang bang gang. And I got my Brittany butterflies.
So that's like the soft sweet side.
That's the soft sweet side. I got the bang bang side and the soft sweet side. You see my butterfly? She's sweet, ain't she?
I need to get with the Brittany butterflies. I don't know about the bangers. I'm a little.
The bangers for the. I'm a lover though, not a fighter.
Definitely. Well, we appreciate you for coming on the show today. It's our first show.
Hey, I'm happy. I get to be the first person. Yay.
This is legendary. This is awesome.
Yes.
We got more to come, and we hope you come back. You have a platform to come and speak about whatever you want, any new projects, anything you got going on. We want to see you in movies. I see Just Brittany in movies. I see Hollywood. I see Hollywood.
Next time you come on, be more prepared.
Prepared for what?
To ask you questions, just to do, I gotta be more prepared. It's my first time with them and doing this too. You feel me?
Okay.
I think my man Trap was just stuck in your beauty. I think that's what they were.
It's okay.
That's all right though. That's cool. It's cool. It's good. Mm-hmm. Tonight though is the function tonight. We're going to Agave Mexican Grill and Tequila Bar tonight. Just Brittany is hosting. She's rocking. She's doing her thing. My man Trap will be in the building. Lamont J. Reed will be in the building. Yeah. Young Sleep will be in the building.
H-Town gonna be in the building.
H-Town gonna be in the building. Your boy Mike
gonna be in the building.
We live, man.
We'll give a
Wood Shots are gonna be in the building.
Special shout out to
Scan This Solid
RP Digital.
RP Digital in the building.
Scan This Studios, man. Y'all look out for it, man. We got a lot coming, baby.
Shout out to Be Fancy Hair. Shout out to Orlando. And shout out to Freckles for getting my look together for tonight for Agave. We about to turn up and we not turning down. Okay?
That way. And this has been another edition of Flava City Podcast. We'll see you, baby.
Hit up Mike and everything gonna be aight.
Aight.